Oh, they're celebrating. We should probably find out what the pulse is right now in San Diego. AJ Cassavell covers the Padres every day on MLB.com. Joins us now. AJ, good to see you. What has the reaction been to this news that broke Sunday night?
Well, it's been overwhelmingly positive from Padres fans. I mean, they gave up a lot to get Blake Snell, and you're going to have to give up a lot to get Blake Snell because he's one of the premier pitchers on the market. But this wasn't just a move for 2021. The Padres think they have a window, and they think their window is open, and Blake Snell has 3 more years of control. He's a dominant starting pitcher. He fits right at the front of that rotation. The Padres wanted to upgrade their rotation even before Mike Clevinger was set to miss the 2021 season because of Tommy John surgery. That maybe made the process speed along a little quicker. They got their man. I mean, Blake Snell is that guy to kind of sit toward the front of the rotation, but you throw him into the mix with some of the other guys they have, Dinelson Lamet, Chris Paddock, Mackenzie Gore, Ryan Weathers, some other prospects. I mean, this rotation is set up to be really good in 2021 and then potentially elite down the road, and they might still have more moves to come potentially very soon, too.
Well, let's talk about that. They brought in an infielder on Monday, and a lot of people aren't talking about it. Give us details.
Yeah, Hassan Kim, I mean, he's a pretty significant addition offensively, and everyone wants to talk about this rotation coup the Padres are in the middle of because these guys are big names, but Hassan Kim is really going to help the Padres offensively. I think what you're looking at them doing right now is maybe following the Dodgers model a little bit. The Padres are set at all 8 positions. They're bringing back starters at all 8 of their defensive positions. But this is a guy who's really good defensively. He's really good offensively. He's versatile. Those are guys that help you win. And we saw the Dodgers do it in 2020 where they had so many guys who could play multiple positions, who could bounce around the diamond, who could help you win because you could get the right matchups that day, because you could maybe play to your strengths or play to the opponent's weaknesses. Well, if you have a deep group of guys, you can give your guys some rest. I mean, players get hurt. We're probably going to be entering a 162-game grind this year, opposed to the 60-game sprint. And so this is a guy who's extremely valuable, who raked last season and was solid defensively. And I think it's a noteworthy addition, even with the other big moves. I mean, this is a trio of moves today, potentially, that the Padres are in the midst of.
AJ, you said trio, so let's get to the third part of this, because The Athletic, which has a lot of great information, a lot of great writers, Dennis Lin has been covering this developing story. I want to go to a tweet from Dennis Lin regarding Yu Darvish. Even after landing Blake Snell, the Padres are deep into talks to acquire Yu Darvish from the Cubs, according to sources. If the deal is completed, multiple players would head to Chicago. Darvish has been a target for the Padres since early in the offseason. There's well-documented history here. AJ Preller, keen scouting, recruiting Darvish for the Rangers. That's from Dennis Lin. So, AJ, you cover this team for, 5 years now. You've been covering the San Diego Padres as a beat writer for MLB.com. Does this blow your lid? Are you shocked that just last night a former Cy Young Award winner, Blake Snell, acquired, and now the Padres would add another potential $59 million that he's owed Yu Darvish over the next 3 years to this star-laden rotation?
Well, I've covered AJ Preller for 5 years too, so nothing really surprises me anymore. But I mean, this is a lot. They've all of a sudden upgraded their rotation. They lost Mike Clevinger, who's a really, really good pitcher, and they might upgrade their rotation still, even with losing one of the best pitchers in baseball in Clevinger, by adding Darvish and by adding Snell. Now, we still don't know what the return's going to be. I think we're all kind of waiting to find out what the Padres have to give up, because he won't come cheap, and there might have to be a little bit of a salary swap because Darvish is owed, I think, $62 million over the next 3 years. They're going to have to kind of let the pieces fall into place regarding what this deal is, but there's serious momentum toward this deal, and we need to know what the Padres are giving up to evaluate, yes. But the Padres wanted to build a championship caliber rotation, and almost regardless of who they're giving up, they're adding Blake Snell and Yu Darvish to a group that has Dinelson Lamet, Chris Paddock, Mackenzie Gore, the top pitching prospect in baseball. Even if they give up some big name prospects, they've opened up a window for themselves to have a really dominant rotation in 2021 and to have a really dominant rotation into the future.
I hope you're well caffeinated, AJ, because you're going to have a long night ahead of you. AJ Cassavell, well done. Thank you so much for joining us on MLB Tonight. All right, there you have them.